Hey everyone, I want to do a quick review on The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 824, also known as issue number 23, but who uses those stupid reboot numbers? Certainly not me. So this is apparently the epilogue to the Hunted story, and let's dive right in and see what it's all about. We got on the cover here. Is this cover by Ryan Otley? That is. I like how they do this with Spider-Man. How I think for both artists, Ryan Otley and Humberto Ramos, I think they both do their own covers, which is really nice. In this issue specifically, Ryan Otley is doing the art and the cover, so it's really nice. You look at the cover and you see it's not a misrepresentation of what's inside. So. In last issue, Kraven the Hunter died. I think I misread the last issue. I thought that Kraven shot himself with a shotgun, which actually I think that'd be kind of hard to do. You'd have to hold it out. And anyway, I think I watched another review on this, and I think what happened actually is that he put on Spider-Man's costume and then his son killed him thinking he was Spider-Man, which I think is a little interesting, more poetic justice. But Kraven's dead. He's in the coffin. They're burying him. And his son is not liking that. He's really upset that his dad is dead, like anyone would be, even a raving lunatic like a Kravenoff. And he's running into his dad's house naked, with his, I guess he's wearing nothing but his tattoos and his necklaces. And he's just gonna take it out, his frustration, take it all out on these stuffed animal carcasses that his dad had. Meanwhile, Spider-Man is swinging off in his black suit, and he's seeing, Arcade took down the barrier that was keeping everyone in Central Park, but he says it's not over because now that the barrier is taken down, we've got all these criminals in Central Park still, except there's no barrier to keep them out of the rest of the city. So thankfully, the Avengers are there to help, and we've got... thankfully, we've got She-Hulk, She-Man-Hulk, punching out some guy, and Spider-Man, yeah, I think that's the Human Torch. He's kind of drawn kind of weirdly there, but he's still having these weird hallucinations about MJ being hurt, so he's trying to rush home and see what's up with her. And a very manly... Wow, that's... I don't want to tell you what that looks like because I'll get in trouble, but oh my goodness, that face. I would look at Arcade's face in response to Captain Marvel's expression there. I would make that same face that Arcade is making. I would be scared, not just that Captain Marvel was going to beat me up, but that she existed and that she had that face. I would be scared. So anyway, we have some interesting... who is this guy? Tarantula? I don't remember him, but apparently Adrian Toomes is going to enlist him into this Savage Six. I guess that's different than the Sinister Six. I don't know. Who cares? Well, we've got Scorpio, or Scorpion. Was it Scorpion or Scorpio? I don't know. And then Vulture, and we've got these other guys, Rhino, Stegron. I think that's Stegron. And then I don't know who this guy is. If you know who that is, let me know. Looks like some weird pharaoh guy or something. I will tell you, I don't like this Adrian Toomes little Buzz Lightyear with the pointy nose helmet. I know it's supposed to be a beak or something. It doesn't work because it's not his head. It's like his head is inside of this transparent glass thing that's kind of shaped like a bird head, but you can see through it. It's just weird. It doesn't work. It serves no purpose. Why would you have a stupid pointy thing on a helmet? Either give him a helmet, like a Mysterio helmet, regular Buzz Lightyear round helmet, or just no helmet is fine too. I can't skip this part. So the villains are all unsurprisingly angry at Black Ant for betraying them all, and Taskmaster swoops in and saves the day, and saves his best buddy who double-crossed him. And I guess they're still best buddies. I don't know. Um, and it's kind of funny here. Black Ant says, Tasky, you came back for me after betraying me. And Taskmaster's like, had to, little buddy. I knew you would have done the same for me. Wait, do you mean the betrayal part or the rescue part? Yeah. Oh, that's good. I like these guys. I don't know. I don't know what I think about Spencer's portrayal of Taskmaster. I think I like this version of him and his relationship with Black Ant, but I don't know if it's actually accurate. I think of Taskmaster as being scarier than this. I don't know if this is a different Taskmaster, like a less scary Taskmaster, like a different person in the same suit or not a suit or whatever. I don't know. But I do like the relationship between these two characters. I was going to say a coupling, but I don't want to give off the wrong impression. We have a Black Cat taking Billy Connors home, and that's a nice shot of her. She's still kind of bleeding, and but she's still taking care of the kid, sucking it up, kind of hanging out with Kurt's wife, watching the kid, and that's some interesting kind of motherly, caring side of Felicia Hardy we're seeing here. And Kurt Connors is still out in Central Park where he last was, and we see him transform into the lizard again. And so he's not home yet. Hopefully he makes it. And I don't know, maybe they're setting up that he's going to run off on a rampage and start being the lizard again and have to be taken down by Spider-Man. I don't know. They're definitely setting up the inhibitor chip is not in his neck anymore, so he can't hold back the lizard. And so he's back to the old status quo of trying to keep the lizard under control without the inhibitor chip to help him out. So they're setting up that he could kind of become a villain again if they wanted him to. And this might actually be how Spider-Man or Peter Parker is eventually forced to not pursue his doctorate degree because Kurt Connors can't teach anymore because he's the lizard again, or he doesn't have the inhibitor chip or something. I don't know. We'll see how that all works out. So Spider-Man's still rushing home. He's having dreams of Mary Jane being hurt, or he's remembering his hallucinations because they feel so real. And oh man, they leave us in the very middle of the comic. Kind of, they leave us hanging like Spider-Man on a web. He's rushing into the apartment, and we don't know what he's going to find. We have to turn the page 2 more times through these silly ads to find out she just cut herself and put her hand through the window accidentally. So they're both relieved. They kiss. I like how they draw her here. I like how Ryan Otley draws Mary Jane. That's nice. And then we get some, they kiss, and we get some text boxes here from whoever the scented demon people are calling it, at least in one of the podcasts I like to listen to. If you don't listen to the Spider-Man crawl space, you should. And this is something about, I'm not going to kill Mary Jane, Peter. You're going to kill her. And then, like, we can both be together or something like that. Yeah. So I don't know if this is some creepy stalker dude. This almost sounds like something like a woman would say, like a villainous woman. So that's making me feel like I might know who the scented demon is. But we will find out. I'm not going to tell you guys. If I'm right, I don't want to spoil it. And if I'm wrong, I don't want you guys to know I'm wrong. I'll tell you when we find out. So the Kravinoff kid finds a letter from his son behind the rifle. Apparently he's gonna like commit suicide or something with the rifle or shotgun, whatever that is. I'm not a guns expert. So he's walking around the house naked and wearing nothing but his tattoos and his necklace, There's 2 necklaces. And he's gonna, apparently, after drinking himself silly, he's gonna kill himself with the gun, but he finds a note from his dad, and his dad's like, hey, I hid this note here because I knew you were gonna try to kill yourself. Chip off the old block. He doesn't say that, but he stands there reading the note naked, and the note just basically says, you are the new, you're a clone of me. I'm dead. I'm resting in peace. Please don't resurrect me. Don't do that again. That wasn't good the first time. Don't do it. Instead, I want you. You are the new Craven. And so there we go. I mean, he's not. He's a clone, but that's what they're setting up. And then we get this nice little after story. I guess this whole thing is an epilogue, but then we get an epilogue to the epilogue where they're burying Craven, and this guy is saying something about, I don't know, he gives some kind of villainous speech after he finishes burying Craven, and he's saying, I'm going to take over the world now because you can rest in peace, brother, because I am the chameleon, who apparently is Craven's brother. I think I heard that somewhere before. So they're setting up something with him, which is kind of interesting. And there we go. That was issue number 824 of Amazing Spider-Man. So how was it? I thought it was pretty good. Kind of interesting. I kind of picked this up and I was like, man, it's an epilogue. Nothing's going to happen here. But it tied things up really nicely. It's going to work into the next storyline. It gave kind of set up Craven, which again, I either give me the original Craven or no Craven. I don't really want a clone, but it kind of set that up. It gave us some feminine bulging muscle testosterone with Hulk and Captain Marvel. I do like their set. It's a bunch of setup, I guess, but for some reason, I don't know why, but it just felt satisfying. It set up the Savage Six, showed some stuff, the redemption between Black Ant and Taskmaster. Got Black Cat showing that other side of her. Mary Jane is revealed to be okay, but there's that lingering thing with the Scented Demon. And then setting up the chameleon. So really, I don't know why I like this issue so much. Maybe it's just nice to have closure. At the same time, closure that feels like it means something, because it's not just, saying this is the end. It's giving a satisfying conclusion to something, and at the same time setting up a bunch of other interesting little tidbits. The art is good, the writing is interesting, so I would give this a recommend. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section if anyone sees this video, and I will talk to you there. Thanks, guys. Bye.